Alright everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. Of course I'm Big Mike, and as you can see up there, this is just some TNA news, a little bit of ROH news. Just something to talk about a little bit, maybe get some responses out of you guys, maybe some comments, see what y'all think. This does contain one spoiler though for this Thursday, so if you don't want to hear it, I'm not sure when it's going to fall in here, but you may not want to watch if you don't like spoilers. It's only one thing. I'm not going to spoil the whole show. But yeah. So moving on, let's get to the TNA news. First of all, the spoiler will probably be right after the little tidbit here. Recently, Mick Foley had made fun of TNA's house shows and their drawing power. He had a battle of wits with The Rock on Twitter, and it went something like this. During WWE was Over the Limit pay-per-view, Foley responded to Dwayne The Rock Johnson, touting his victory over the Hardcore Legend in an I Quit match in 1999 by saying he later beat him in an empty arena match, aka TNA house show. So Mick Foley kind of took a shot saying that at halftime heat, when they battled, The Rock and Mankind, it was in front of obviously an empty arena, making fun of saying that's what TNA house shows are. Yeah and no, depending where you are in the world. Certain parts of the States, TNA house shows draw very, very poorly. Parts of Canada, we draw very well, as I can contest to that because I've been to them. And you go to the UK, they draw better than the friggin' WWE in most markets. So basically, Mick Foley had responded with an apology for saying what he said. He wrote on Twitter, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have compared an empty arena match to an Impact house show. Funny, yet disrespectful, end quote. So, with that being said, Foley took a jab, and he apologized for it, but here goes the spoiler. Last night, or for this Thursday, I guess, at the TNA tapings, Mick Foley was fired. Now, I don't know if it's legit or storyline, or if he actually does have his contract ending soon. He may be leaving the company. I'm not sure. Now, I don't know if they're taking him off air because of what he said. You guys are the ones that can speculate. So Mick Foley took a jab. He apologized for it, but yet he gets fired. He is no longer the network executive. So we'll have to see what happens there. End of spoilers. Moving on to some more TNA news. Just a little tidbit again. Chris Sabin will be sidelined until 2012. When he fought Anarchia a few weeks ago, when he did that springboard lariat, I believe, he ended up tearing his ACL and MCL. So that sucks for him. He's not going to get TV time. He's not going to be able to wrestle. However, he'll have a lot of downtime and getting downtime, if you know what I mean, with his, off-screen girlfriend, Velvet Sky. My wife, if you looked at my IWWS video a week ago. So, Chris Sabin, the best of luck to you in your recovery. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. Take your time, heal up properly, because we want to see you tear it up again in TNA. It's too bad, because it'd be awesome to see Chris Sabin in the X Division when he returns at the Destination X pay-per-view. And it sucks. One more spoiler. That leaves Alex Shelley kind of out in the, left field. What's next for Alex Shelley? Well, spoiler is he's going to be the one to tag up with James Storm to take on the British Invasion at Slammiversary, since Bobby Roode is injured. So yeah, that's the TNA news that I have for you. Leave your comments. But I have a bit of ROH news for you. Just a little. Some of it might be old news. Some of it's new news. Some of you guys might not care. But we're coming upon Best in the World 2011. It's going to be probably one of the best pay-per-views of the year, or iPay-per-views, which you can catch on GoFightLive.tv June 26th. It's actually an afternoon show. It's going to be from the Hammerstein Ballroom on June 26th on a Sunday. I believe it's 2 o'clock. So be sure to check that out. They're not that much. They're like $15 to rent, you know. And if you know me, you might be able to catch it on Skype, because I am noted for showing pay-per-views on Skype. So, but we won't talk about that too much. Well, the main event is already written down for best in the world, and I believe it is two of the best in the world that are going head-to-head. You may know this because of Supercard of Honor. Eddie Edwards said he wasn't going to fight another match until he got to fight Davey Richards. So that's it. Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards for the ROH World Title at Best of the World. Best of the World is also going to see the return of Black Machismo. He's not going to be Black Machismo, though. He's going to be the strong fighting Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's going to be back in ROH at the Hammerstein Ballroom on June 26th. Hopefully it's big things. Hopefully he's back to stay for a while. I'm not sure who he'll be fighting because there's no other matches on the card yet, but we will see, most definitely. I forgot some TNA news. I'll have to respond or get back to that after the ROH news. It's not big news, but you know, it's something I like to talk about. But more people scheduled to appear at Best in the World. Kings of Wrestling, the Briscoes, El Generico, Homicide, All Night Express, Mike Bennett, the Embassy, Colt Cabana, Steve Corino, my boy Michael Elgin, and Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. So it looks like they're going to have some decent participants for this show. I can't wait to see the lineup. I think it's going to be Corino versus Elgin. That'll be pretty sick. I think you might see Roderick Strong versus Generico, maybe Homicide. We'll have to wait and see. And, you know, let me know what you think the matches will be. And if you could take out of those people I just mentioned, who would you stick together in matches for that pay-per-view? Moving on, some other notes. The first set of TV tapings for ROH's debut or re-debut to TV in September will be August 13th from Chicago Ridge. So open your calendars up for that if you're in the area. I'm sure it'll be something spectacular. They're going to want to start the TV shows off with a bang. And definitely check those out. So yeah, that's it. That's a little bit of ROH news that I have. So be sure to check that out. Check the pay-per-view out. Check me out. Maybe I can hook you up. We'll have to see. But getting back to some more TNA news, there was a fan ejected from the TNA Impact tapings last night. As reported before, TNA wanted to stop the usage of any tablets or iPhones or cellular phones because they want to crack down on the spoilers, or so does Universal Studios. I don't know why they'd have anything to do with it, but they don't want spoilers to get out. And like I mentioned before, do they think that you're going to forget? Like when you go home, you might not be doing it live, but when you get home, you can jump on your computer and remember what you just saw. But apparently a fan was ejected for using a cellular device, his mobile phone. Apparently it was noted that they seen that he was sending messages to PWI Insider. So TNA officials had removed him from the building, and then a Orlando officer removed him from the Universal Studios lot. So they're going to that extent. Could stop fans going to the Impact Zone from, you know, may not, I don't know. Myself, as a fan, I wish the spoilers weren't out there, but also as a fan, I kind of contradict myself because I like to read the spoilers. Lets me know what I'm going to expect, you know, because I usually watch my shows. I don't watch them live. I'm a bit of a, you know, hypocrite, I guess, or whatever. I don't watch a lot of wrestling live. I'll catch it the next day right here on YouTube or something, so I can fast forward the bullshit and have it over and done with. So if I read the spoilers and I think it's going to be a really good show, then I will watch it. So, you know, whatever. Either way. So that's it. Hopefully I'm not over my time. I am not. So if I'm a little bit long-winded, so what? You know, you got your TNA news, you got your ROH news. Come back to Triple R, you know, each and every day for this day in wrestling history. Don't forget to check out the IWWS channel. Today we just had Mugger's Top 10 video games, wrestling video games. Boston Fan was a couple days late with his DVD recommendations. But hey, it was the Memorial Day holiday. You know, so shit happens. And then tomorrow is my debut of my new show, so check it out. Come see what it is. IWWS, that's right. Check it out. Just type in the IWWS. And that's that. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch you on the flip side.